Hello, oral health fans. I'm Kevin Ripa, and this is my Sans 3 Minutes Max. Today, I want to cover some interesting statistics when it comes to IP addresses. These little things that most people are unaware of. Maybe you haven't even thought about it, but it's these little nuggets of knowledge that make us more marketable. Think about you're talking to a client, you're talking to a lawyer, your boss, whoever it may be, and a conversation comes up and you have the answer. It's these little things that help move the ball forward, that show that you're not just interested in pushing buttons, but that you're interested in learning more about your craft and how everything ties together. So we talked about IPv4 addresses, and we said that there was almost 4.3 billion of them. And we know that we've pretty much run out, and that's why we're moving to IPv6. But did you know there are approximately 600 million of those addresses that we can't use? Things like broadcast addresses and things like private address spaces that we talked about in previous episodes. So about 600 million of them can't be used. Now, just as a kind of an idea of how much different countries use, United States uses almost 1.6 billion IP addresses. That's almost 45% of all of the available IP addresses in the IPv4 space. And yet when we look at other countries, for example, China, 344 million. That's it. Now, you draw your own conclusions from that. Russia, 45 million. North Korea, 1,028. That's it, 1,028. That's all the IP addresses they have in their space. Sometimes you may wonder, well, how do I get one? How much would it cost me? Well, you can go to, in the case of the United States, Canada, North America, you can go to ARIN, the American Registry of Internet Numbers, and you can lease what we call a /24. That's 256 IP addresses you can lease just for you only, $250 a year. That's it. Now we go all the way to the other end of the spectrum. A Class A. That's a /8. That's about 16.5 million IP addresses, $64,000 a year. Not much when you consider how much you can charge per IP address to subscribers. But in the meantime and in between time, that's it. Another episode of 3 Minutes Max.